Supervisors tried to make me look bad, so I made them look worse. I work as an attorney at a state government office with 2 supervisors who figured out I was young and wouldn't push back. Janet's my section chief, Kevin's my group supervisor, both in their 50s and coasting hard. Janet leaves client emails sitting in her inbox for a week, then dumps them on me at 4 p.m. Friday. When the client asks why it's taking forever, she replies, "Your attorney is working on that," and CCs me. I look slow when she's the actual bottleneck. Kevin ignores my drafts for 2 weeks, then when clients email asking where their answer is, he forwards my work saying, "Still waiting on revisions," even though he never reviewed it. My dad's a union rep and told me to document everything at a new job, so I saved every email with timestamps and read receipts. I also knew Ron, one of the senior directors, from when he supervised me in law school. Last month, Kevin emails me a public records request on Monday at 9 a.m. State law says we have 10 business days to respond or we're breaking the statute. I draft the response by 10:30 and send it to Kevin for required sign-off. Read receipt comes back at 10:32, then nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, I forward it again, still nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Monday morning, day 8 of 10, the client emails Kevin absolutely panicking. "We still haven't received guidance. We're running out of time to comply with the statute." Kevin forwards his original assignment to Janet with, "I gave her this over a week ago and she still hasn't finished it." Janet forwards that to the client, "Apologies for the delay. Your assigned attorney is working on completing this." I'm reading this at my desk and that's when it clicked. They finally messed up bad enough that I could actually do something about it. My coworker Annie sees me grinning at my computer and goes, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "I'm about to either get fired or become a legend." I hit reply all to everyone and add Ron. Apologies for any confusion. I completed the draft response on Monday at 10:30 a.m. and submitted it for required supervisory review. I've attached that email here with timestamp. Per office policy, I cannot provide legal advice without supervisor sign-off. Kevin and Janet, does my analysis look correct? May I send this to the client now so they can meet their statutory deadline? I forward everything to Ron separately. In situations with tight legal deadlines, should I send provisional advice while waiting for supervisor review, or keep following protocol even if the client might violate the statute? 10 minutes later, the client responds, "Thank you so much for your diligent work and for preparing this so quickly. This is exactly what we needed." I hear Kevin's voice in the hallway going, "What the hell?" and his office door slams. Janet speed walks past my cubicle, face bright red, won't even look at me. Ron sends an office-wide email 20 minutes later. Subject: Reminder on supervisory responsibilities. He writes that supervisors must review time-sensitive work promptly, must never misrepresent timelines to clients, and must never blame staff for delays. Then he attaches my entire email chain as an example of what not to do. My phone starts buzzing. Annie's texting me, "Oh my god, everyone's reading it." Then, Kevin just walked out of the building. Kevin's actually leaving 2 hours early, face like stone. Janet's frozen in her doorway staring at her computer screen. Josh, the paralegal who never talks to anyone, walks by and gives me a thumbs up. Ron stops by my desk an hour later. "Good question about the deadline protocol. You handled that appropriately." Nods and walks away. Kevin came back the next day but didn't say a word to me for a week. Janet started reviewing everything herself within 24 hours. 2 weeks later, I sent something to Kevin and got sign-off back in 3 hours. 3 hours. The email just said, "Approved," with his signature. I forwarded it to Annie like, "Guess what took 3 hours instead of 3 weeks?" And she wrote back, "You broke them. Dead ass broke them." Next month, I submitted a brief to Kevin on a Tuesday morning. He sent it back approved Tuesday afternoon. Janet started asking me how my weekend was in the break room like we were cool now. I ran into Ron by the copy machine and he said, "Things seem to be running smoother in your section." And I said, "Yeah, weird how that happened." And he just smiled. Kevin still supervises me, but now he opens my emails within an hour. Janet hasn't blamed me for a single delay in 3 months.